So, hello everyone. Today we are going to do the chapter Electricity of class 10. So, let's start. First of all, we have to do what is electric current. So, electric current is basically defined as the flow of electrons through a conductor. What is electrons? Electrons are basically a negatively charged particle. So, the flow of negatively charged particles through a conductor is basically called as electric current. What is cell? The device that causes the flow of current through a conductor. Cell is basically called as battery. So, सेल वो डिवाइस है जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को फ्लो करने में हेल्प कर रही है. हमेशा इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्लो करता है नेगेटिव टर्मिनल ऑफ बैटरी टू पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल. दिस इज सेल. सो ये हमारे पास कोई भी कंडक्टर है. इट विल हैविंग रेजिस्टेंस आर. So it is connected with ammeter. हमेशा जो करंट है that is flow from positive to negative terminal. Current flows from positive to negative terminal, but electrons flow from negative to positive terminal. Electric current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. So this is called as conventional current. Conventional current is that current which is flowing from positive terminal of battery to the negative terminal. So electric current is expressed as basically the rate of flow of charge through a conductor or the quantity of charges flowing through a conductor in unit time. Unit time is time. We have to take time as 1 second. Time will depending upon how much time we are using. Okay? So I electric current is denoted by I, charge is denoted by Q, time is denoted by T. So I is equal to Q upon T is called as current. And current having unit ampere and charge is having unit coulomb. Time having unit second. So 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 second. So current is said to be 1 ampere if 1 coulomb of charge it flows through 1 second. That means when in a conductor, जब किसी भी कंडक्टर में एक कूलम चार्ज पास करेगा 1 सेकंड में, देन हम उस करंट को क्या बोलेंगे? एम्पियर. So electric current is measured by an ammeter and it is always connected in series. Check NCERT. This is also question in NCERT. Why ammeter is connected in series? So they listen to me. Electricity is a flow of electrons around a circuit, and current flow of electrons around a circuit means from negative terminal to positive. So current is always flowing positive to negative, positive to negative. Current is flowing in this way, electron is flowing in this way, negative to positive, negative to positive. This is from positive to negative. Okay, electric potential. If we have to define what is potential, potential means capacity to do something, that is, so capacity to do something is called as work. So जब भी हमने पोटेंशियल की बात करनी है, पोटेंशियल का मतलब है कि कोई इन्फिनिटी से हमने कोई चार्ज को या किसी चीज को amount of work done in carrying a charge from infinity to that particular point A, then that at that time it is said to be potential, electric potential. When we have to define potential difference, it is from point A to point B, means one point to another point. Clear? So electric current will flow through a conductor only if there is a difference in electric potential between two ends of the conductor. That difference is called as potential difference. So potential difference between A and B of a conductor is amount of work done to move a unit charge. Unit charge means its value is +1. And why I am considering it as +1? Because it's a test charge. Work done upon charge. So B upon W, B is equal to W upon Q. Work done having unit joule, charge having unit coulomb, V having unit volt. So 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per 1 coulomb. To define 1 volt. 1 volt is potential difference when 1 joule of work is done to move a charge of 1 coulomb from one point to another. So 1 volt is basically defined as 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. Joule is a unit of work and coulomb is a unit of charge. So what is potential difference? क्या है बेटा? Potential difference है 1 जूल काम करना या 1 जूल वर्क हमारा हुआ है, सो दैट कि हमने 1 कूलम चार्ज मूव कराया एक पॉइंट से दूसरे पॉइंट तक. एंड पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज मेजर्ड बाय अ क्वांटिटी दैट इज कॉल्ड एज वोल्ट मीटर. इट इज ऑलवेज कनेक्टेड पैरेलल between which the potential difference has to be measured. Ammeter is always connected in series. Voltmeter is always connected in parallel. Electric circuit is a continuous and closed path of electric schematic diagram of electric circuit. This is also an NCERT in text question. This is cell, negative, positive, which is large line is positive and small line is called as negative. Bulb, ammeter, plug key, symbols, electric cell, battery. But one cell, when it is joined with, see, one cell joined with other cell, it is called as battery or combination of cells. Switch, plug open key, switch open key, electric bulb, resistor. Already you had done ammeter, voltmeter, wire joint, wire crossing the circuit. Electric symbols, one cell, two cell in series, 6 cells in battery, one resistor, two resistor in series, 3 cells in parallel, two cells in parallel, 3 cells in parallel, two resistors in parallel, three resistors in parallel. You don't have to do these things. Okay, you can also leave these things too. Next, Ohm's law. Ohm's law is basically a relationship between potential difference and current. It states that if we remain the temperature constant, provided अपने को बेटा temperature constant है, then at that condition potential difference is directly proportional to the current flowing through it. So current is directly proportional to the potential difference, or potential difference is directly proportional to the current. So V upon I is equal to constant, and that constant is equal to R. So V is equal to IR, which is called as Ohm's law, where R is called as the resistance, that is constant. So what is the resistance? Resistance is basically called as the obstruction to the flow of current. Obstruction means rukawat. And next is verification of Ohm's law. You had cells, key, resistor between A and B, potential difference V, ammeter. So set up the circuit as shown in circuit. First use one cell and note the current and potential difference. Repeat by using 2 cell, 3 cell, 4 cell. Then we are going to do we have to plot a graph. First of all, बच्चे, what we did बेटा हमने पहले एक सेल लगा के पोटेंशियल और करंट के बीच की वैल्यू डिफाइन की. सपोज करो हमारे यहाँ पे आंसर आ गया. फिर हमने 2 सेल लगाए तो यहाँ पे 3 सेल, 4 सेल. देन हमने देखा कि जो ग्राफ बन रहा है इट विल बी स्ट्रेट लाइन. whenever there will be a straight line, then it means it is a directly proportional graph. So हम यही बोल रहे हैं potential difference is directly proportional to current. So it will be the verification of Ohm's law. So set up the circuit as shown in circuit diagram. First use one cell and note the current and the ammeter in the ammeter and the potential difference in the voltmeter. So we are doing it with the nichrome wire AB. Repeat by using 2 cell, 3 cell, 4 cell, and again note the reading of ammeter and voltmeter. Then you have to plot a graph between V and I that will be straight line. If it means straight line graph means it is directly proportional. So I is directly proportional to V. R is called as resistance of the conductor. Next is resistance. So what is resistance? Resistance is basically a property to resist the flow of current. Obstruction to the flow of current, rukawat. Basically resistance means rukawat. So Ohm's law is R is equal to V1 upon I. So it is also defined as resistance is defined as the ratio of potential difference to the current flowing through the circuits. Resistance is given by Ohm. So SI unit of resistance is Ohm. If the potential, what next question is define 1 Ohm. If the potential difference across two ends of the wire is 1 volt, अगर 1 volt है and current क्या है 1 ampere, then resistance क्या होगा 1 ohm. So I is equal to V upon R. And current is always inversely proportional to resistance. Current is inversely proportional to resistance. It means if resistance increases, current decreases. Similarly, if resistance decreases, current increases. So resistance is double, then current gets half, obviously. Because अगर resistance बढ़ रहा है तो current कम हो रहा है. तो अगर resistance की value 2 times हुई तो current की क्या होगी? Half. 2 का half क्या होगा? 1. मतलब current 1 time ही increase करेगा. Factors on which resistance of conductor depend. It depend on the length, it depend upon the area of cross section, material of the conductor. But our resistance is directly proportional to length. Resistance is inversely proportional to area. When we combine these two factors, resistance is directly proportional to L upon A. So when we डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनलिटी साइन है बेटा, तो यहाँ पे हमारे पास एक कांस्टेंट आएगा जिसको हम बोलते हैं रेजिस्टिविटी. रेजिस्टिविटी इज बेसिकली करेक्टरिस्टिक प्रॉपर्टी. दैट कांस्टेंट इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज रो, RHO रो. So resistivity of the material of the conductor. Resistivity is the characteristic property of the material. So but what is the units of rho? देखो रो क्या है? Resistance is equal to rho L upon A. So rho is equal to RA upon L. तो resistance के यूनिट क्या है? ओहम, meter square upon meter. So resistivity having unit ohm meter. जो बच्चे कंडक्टर्स लाइक मेटल्स हो गया, लॉयज हो गया, उनकी रेजिस्टिविटी क्या है? लो है. एंड उनकी रेजिस्टिविटी लाई करती है 10⁻⁻8 टू 10⁻6. एंड इंसुलेटर जो होते हैं उनकी रेजिस्टिविटी क्या होती है? बहुत ज्यादा. तो उनकी क्या है? 10⁻12 टू 10⁻17 ओहम मीटर. बट रेजिस्टिविटी इज करेक्टरिस्टिक प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द मटेरियल. सो कंडक्टर क्या है? जिनमें इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फ्लो हो सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट हमारे पास आता है resistors in series. But if we have three resistors are connected in series having potential difference V1, V2, V3, having current ammeter A positive, potential difference B connected with the battery, the current. बच्चे जब भी हम resistance in series करेंगे, resistors in series, first of all you have to keep in mind current क्या रहेगा? हमेशा same. And क्या आएगा? Then total potential difference is equal to individual potential difference sum. The total potential difference is equal to the sum of the voltage across each resistor. So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So beta resistance is equal to equivalent resistance means you have to add all. So it will be equal to individual resistance का sum. So beta resistance is equal to देख V is equal to IR. Here current will remain same. अगर current हमारा same रह रहा है तो यहाँ पे देखो R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. इसी फॉर्म में आ गया. V इज इक्वल, देखो बच्चे कैसे किया, V इज इक्वल टू V1 प्लस V2 प्लस V3. V1 क्या आएगा? I1 इंटू R. V2 क्या आएगा? I2 इंटू R. V3 विल बी I3 इंटू R. दिस इज रॉन्ग. हियर करंट इज सेम, सो V1 क्या आएगा? I इंटू R1. V2 क्या आएगा? I इंटू R2. V3 क्या आएगा? I इंटू R3. So I into Rs is equal to I into R1 plus I into R2 plus I into R3. I will be common, that will be cutting out. So beta Rs की वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगी? R1 plus R2 plus R3. So that is called as resistors in series. Next we have to do resistors in parallel. So we will have three resistors which are connected in parallel. Parallel means they are connected with, whenever we have to do the parallels resistors in parallel, first of all you have to keep in mind here potential difference remains same and current will be equal to, total current will be equal to some individuals sum I1 plus I2 plus I3. V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V upon R. So I1 is equal to V upon R1. So V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3, which is equal to V upon Rs. So V will be cancelled out. So 1 upon Rs is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. That will be the resistors in parallel. So it's the same thing as we have here circuit in which there are three resistors which are connected in parallel having current. Total current is flowing through it I. When they are, we have to talk about resistors in parallel, the current will divide. So here will be I1, I2, I3. The same current, total current I will be coming out. So potential difference remains same, current will be the individual sum, then we will have the reciprocal here. Now, electric energy and electric power. Electric energy is work done to maintain the flow of current in the conductor. So electric energy is basically how much work you done. Capacity to do work. So work done is equal to charge into potential. Work done is equal to charge into potential. So and I is equal to Q upon T. So here Q is equal to current into time. So I into T into V. So V is equal to IR. तो हमारे पास यहाँ पे आ जाएगा IT into IR. So I square RT, which is equal to work done. That work done is stored in the form of heat, which is equal to I square RT. That is called as Joule's law of heating too. Next is electric power. It is the rate at which electric current is used. So बच्चे, it means power is equal to work done upon time. Power is equal to work done upon time. You had done work done is equal to I square RT upon T. T will be cancelled. You will be getting I square R. Similarly, V is equal to IR. I will be V upon R. So power will be V upon R whole square into R. So you get V square upon R to answer. Power is equal to V into I. What is the SI unit of power? Watt. 1 watt is the पावर व्हेन 1 एम्पियर ऑफ करंट जब फ्लो हो रहा है कहाँ से वायर से, जो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस कितना है 1 वोल्ट। 1000 वाट किसके बराबर है 1 किलोवाट। 1 किलोवाट आवर क्या है पोटेंशियल कमर्शियल यूनिट है पावर की। सो व्हाट इज 1 किलोवाट आवर। 1 किलोवाट आवर इज द पावर कंज्यूम्ड इन 1 वाट। इट इज इन 1 किलोवाट ऑफ पावर यूज्ड इन 1 आवर। हियर 1 किलोवाट। Next is heating effect of current, that is called as Joule's law of heating. Last topic है. If a current I is flow through resistance and T, then work done have to be done. That work done is stored in the form of heat, that is called as H is equal to I square RT, that is called as Joule's law of heating. Joule's law of heating states that heat is directly proportional to the square of current keeping resistance and temperature time constant. Similarly, heat is directly proportional to resistance keeping temperature and time and current constant. Heat is directly proportional to time keeping current and resistance constant. So this will be your chapter electricity. Any doubt, ask me. Okay, bye. Thank you so much.